My friends, welcome back. This is Renee here with another reaction video. I know it's been a while since I posted one of these. I've had a lot of stuff going on and haven't really had the time to upload any new videos. However, I found out that the trailer for Season 2 of Star Wars Resistance just dropped yesterday. I'm really looking forward to seeing what this new season has to offer. I did watch all of the first season of Star Wars Resistance, and overall I enjoyed it. I think it's got some great potential, and so I'm looking forward to seeing what they actually decide to do with it. But I will comment on my thoughts about Star Wars Resistance after I watch this trailer, so let's get to it.
Everyone back to the Colossus!
Stabilizers hit!
Use a little help! I can't say! Get us into
Ooh,
space!
you're really thinking it over, aren't they?
It's going to be hard to keep this station together with the First Order at our backs.
We're running low on everything.
Food? Water? Even fuel!
Please, be
Waxio.
patient. We're in the middle of a war.
And you can thank your captain for that. The Colossus deserves a new home. We have to work together if we're gonna survive.
Interesting
We
music
only
choice.
take orders from one tyrant, Captain Kragan.
Tabra, if you are to rise in the ranks, I will require your total cooperation.
Yes, sir.
She is key to finding the Colossus.
Finally, we will wipe them out.
Fail, and I will see to your execution personally.
They're everywhere. Entire planets are just giving up.
It's just like the Empire when I was a kid.
How did they know how to find us?
Cass, get as far away as you can. There are bounty hunters who might be coming.
Battle droid.
Just act casual and keep a low profile.
I was a spy. I'm a master at keeping a low profile.
Kaz.
Most impressive.
I trust the Aces can handle this.
I think she's the one in charge.
Ooh, you're quick.
What is this place? I don't recognize all of these symbols.
It's a power source from an ancient time.
Oh wow.
My Faison has returned.
Oh, hot.
The resistance is proving to be stronger than we anticipated.
I got him!
We're good to go. Punch it!
If you are not capable of dealing with them, then I will find someone who can.
Oh. Oh dear. Oh my. Okay then. Alright, so there was a lot going on in that trailer. I'm probably gonna have to go back scene by scene to think and comment on it, because oh, there's a lot. It looks really good. I really enjoy the animation style that they're using for this show. It looks very smooth. I was really worried about it at first when I saw the trailers for season 1, just because it looked too smooth. It looked odd. But once you actually get into it and you're watching more than a couple segmented clips, it actually flows together really well. And I like the constant interplay of shadows on the characters, the way that color and shadows interact with each other. Overall, I think it's drawn very beautifully. As far as content goes, okay, so picking right up where they left off, the Colossus has shot off into hyperspace, into the unknown, because Niku didn't finish putting in the coordinates that Leia gave to Kaz to get them to meet the Resistance. I love Niku. I do. But oh goodness, you child. Like, I appreciate your enthusiasm, but that was not the time to not put in the coordinates. At least they didn't run into a star or anything. So Tam has joined the First Order. I'm so upset that Tam has joined the First Order. I really like Tam. I appreciate her character. I love that one of her introductory moments in the first season was her going, I'm going to walk away before I say something that's going to get me fired. And working in retail, I hear that. So I really appreciated how Tam was introduced, and I like how her character has been presented. And I understand why she's gone with the First Order and gone with tyranny. She better come back. She better realize that the First Order means nothing good and comes back to Kaz and the others. If she doesn't, I'm going to be having some words for Lucasfilm. Okay, so I'm going to go back scene by scene, and because I've already forgotten half of what I've seen. I remember super battle droids, which, why are there still operational super battle droids 50 years or so after? No, that'd be 60 years. 60 years afterwards. After all of that nonsense. Okay, going back scene by scene because I have a lot of thoughts and I need to sort them out a little better. Okay, this is going to be a little choppy, so bear with me. So, they had some issues through hyperspace, it seems like, and I appreciate that this whole beginning chunk has them all showing, like, yeah, we're in kind of bad shape. The ship was very old, I would assume, and was not meant to go through hyperspace. It was meant to go through hyperspace, but it has not had the regularly scheduled maintenance to have the capabilities of successfully going through. Plus, this was a major trade port, it seems. It wouldn't have that many resources stocked up, and they've already said they're out of food, they're out of water, they're running out of fuel. And I like the little shot of Niku holding the coaxium. Makes me wonder if they're going to go, I mean, they're obviously going to have to go on a run to get more of it. It makes me wonder if they'll end up on, I forget what the name of the planet was, but Enfys Nest's planet. The one that made an appearance in Solo. So they're all in bad shape, so they've got to find a place to settle down and resupply. I really want to know how many people are on this ship, are on this station, because they didn't have a say. They didn't know what was going on. They were going about their lives one minute, and the next we're going through hyperspace. I really hope someone gave them a rundown as to what's going on. They might not have considered that option, though.
Water? Even fuel?
Let's see. Coaxium.
Be patient.
Right, the pirates. So, that was, while I think it's an interesting story choice, I'm not sure how that's gonna go, because you get these pirates that are constantly raiding your station and taking your stuff and threatening to kill you. And your captain just let him on. General Doza just, let him in. Now you're stuck in hyperspace together in the unknown reaches of the galaxy. It's okay. These pirates are just gonna be here. They're just gonna, share our supplies and such. Hopefully not kill us. So I hope we get a little bit, obviously we're going to get some more interactions with them. And the pirate captain talking with Aunt Z, like, good. If anyone's gonna put him in his place, it's gonna be Aunt Z. I really, really like Aunt Z. I loved her bit. Honestly, everything that she does. She's got a great personality. But how she was standing up to the First Order and she's going, no, we're not doing this again. Like, I'm not gonna get into it too much, but that's very relevant for a lot of stuff that's going on today, and I really appreciate that they brought her character forward to do that, to take a stand and say, no, I've seen this before, I'm not letting it happen again, not here. So I hope
The
Aunt
Colossus
Z gets
deserves
treated
a new
appropriately. There's a lot of big beasts in this. They brought in a lot of big creatures, which is really cool, because we had a handful of creatures in Clone Wars and in Rebels, but these are very, very big
We
beasties.
have to work together.
Also, the music that they have playing during this little segment here is it's very cool. I don't know how quite to describe it, but I appreciate the music selection.
If we're gonna survive.
We only take orders from
Let's
one.
see. I'm curious about her. Like, she's a new character, and I can't quite place her species. Like, at first I thought it was one of Niku's people, and she might be. Now that I'm looking at it a little closely, she might be, I can't remember what Niku's species is. I'll have to look that up. But the way that she's got the marks or the tendrils or whatnot on her head reminds me a little bit of a Nautilin. I doubt it. I'm guessing that she's one of Niku's race. But I'm wondering where she came from. If she's someone that they pick up on a planet.
Tabra, if
Tam!
you are to rise in the ranks,
Tam, she just wants to be accepted. She wants to be told what's going on. And Tyranny's got her in her pocket. I appreciate Tyranny as a villain. Like, but at the same time, again, a little hitting close to home. Just, she sounds so reasonable, and she sounds so sincere, and, like, I totally understand why Tam is taken in by that, because she even said in one of the episodes, you know, the Empire took my grandfather in and gave him a job when no one else would, and that's kind of what the First Order all is. I understand that a little bit more after reading the Phasma novel, is that the First Order took in all these people from all these different backgrounds who felt disenfranchised and powerless and wanted to be a part of something, and they took them all and they trained them all, and that's why the First Order is so massive. That's why they're so much more powerful, I would honestly say, than the Empire was, because the Empire was just dealing with the Republic. It brought over the continued, what do I want to say? It brought over the continued allegiance of the Republic. And so everyone who is loyal to the Republic, at least at first, was loyal to the Empire, because, you know, it's just a continuation. But the First Order, they went through and they said, do you see this? Do you see what this new Republic is doing? Do you see how they're ignoring you? Do you see how fractured they are? They've gone through so many civil wars. Let us help you. We need to be strong. We need to come together under the banner of the First Order. And it's really enticing to a lot of people like that. People like Tam, who can fulfill their dream. She wants to be a pilot, and they've let her be a pilot. And so I really hope that she comes around. When I first started watching the show, I was like, we have to protect Tam Remora. Please, please, please. Dave Filoni, don't, like, leave her be. Please. And they clearly haven't. So they better let her come back. They better let her understand what the First Order is and what they stand for and what they do. Because she's smart. She'll realize after a couple missions that they send her on, she's gonna realize what they're asking her to do.
I will require your total cooperation. Yes, sir. She is key to finding
and the fact that she's key to finding them. I don't know how she'd be key, though, because they ran off into hyperspace without knowing where they were going. How is she going to find them?
And I'll see to your execution.
I appreciate Phasma being back. Let's see.
They're everywhere.
It looks really good. Like, all the explosions, the wide shots look really, really good. There's just so much going on, the lights, the color.
They're everywhere. Entire planets are just giving up.
Just
And with
like
him
the
saying,
Empire
like,
when
it's
I
the
was a kid.
Empire when he was a kid, that's telling. Like, the First Order, all of the sequels are taking place 30 years after the Empire fell. Like, that's not a lot of time. That's time enough for people of the galaxy to remember what it was like under Empire rule, especially since I've always been under the impression by the time the original trilogy is playing, the Empire is starting to really crack down. And people are starting to feel it. But with this overwhelming just mass of First Order ships and troops, and you can't get away, and they're just overwhelming, you might as well, it makes you feel like you might as well give up, because what could you ever do? You might as well preserve what you have. And it's this really upsetting feeling. So this kind of plays into, I'm wondering how Rise of Skywalker is going to go, because how do you defeat an empire that's that vast, that's that powerful, that instills that much either fear or that much respect and devotion? I don't know. We're gonna have to see how it plays out. I guess that also leads me to wonder how far this second season is going to go. Is it going to go up to the end of Last Jedi, or is it going to go past that into Rise of Skywalker? Because by the end of this season, Rise of Skywalker will have been out, so they'll be able to use that content. That'll be interesting to see.
How do they know how to find us?
How do they know how to find us? I mean, it can't be... I know it flips to Tam, like Tam's telling him how to find them, but it could be like in Last Jedi, where they've got the... I don't remember what it was. It's been a while since I watched Last Jedi, but where they've got a way to track him through hyperspace. Except I don't think that that's the case. I don't know. That bit's a little odd.
Get as far away as you can.
I'm wondering who this guy is, because he doesn't look familiar to me. Okay, battle droids. Why are there battle droids? Why are there super battle droids? I'm interested by the assassins, because obviously we don't recognize any of them, because any of the bounty hunters that we knew before from the Clone Wars are probably long dead. Again, it's 50 years between Revenge of the Sith and the new trilogy. So any bounty hunters that were alive then are either not or are very, very old and should probably retire. But who's in charge of the super battle droids? Like, really? I don't... So, yeah, that doesn't look familiar. Who's got still functioning battle droids like this? I'm sorry I'm so stuck on these, but it's very interesting. They'll probably just show up for an episode. It'll probably be like that episode in Rebels, where the droids only show up for one episode. But it'll be interesting still. Big manta ray. Let's see.
Just act casual and keep
Trying to act casual. I like Kaz, but his spying skills are atrocious.
Most impressive.
I trust the aces can handle this.
I guess that's another thing. I want more of the aces. Like he said, the aces can't handle it, but we got so little about them in the last season. Like we got more about Hype Phazon. Cool. Hype is fun. But like the woman who looks a little bit like Satine, but I know isn't Satine, probably. But the pale blonde lady, the guy in Stormtrooper armor painted black with a skull, I don't even remember his name. And it's just like I'd like more of them, like more of their personalities. You made such a hype about it, no pun intended. But they were like focused on like, yeah, these are the aces and they're awesome. But then we never really got to see them. So I'm hoping that changes this season.
I think she's the one in charge.
And I'm interested in this. Like, I appreciate that it looks like we're getting more into different aliens, different cultures. So I'm curious as to who they are.
You're quick.
Don't miss.
What is this place? I don't recognize all of the...
Okay. Oh, I like them. I like the twins there, or the brother and sister there. But what on earth? What on earth is this symbol? Expanding it for a moment. Because it doesn't look... It looks like a fish, but it doesn't look familiar to me. It doesn't look like something that I've seen before, and I don't think... Fairly certain that it's not in Last Jedi either, so it's probably a new thing. So help me if they bring Mortis into this. I know they're not. They'd have no reason to, because there's no Jedi. But that'd be
Recognize all of
interesting.
these symbols.
Okay. Is it just me, or does this look like Sith writing? Because this looks an awful lot like Sith writing to me. It might not be. I might be exaggerating, but it looks an awful lot like it, and the red glow's not helping its case. So if that's a Sith artifact, A, how on earth did they find it? And B, are they gonna use it? Because they wouldn't know not to. Also, I can't figure out what this is. They say in the next scene that it's like an energy source, an ancient energy source, but that sounds like very bad news.
It's a power source from an ancient time.
Power source from an ancient time, yeah. Wait, epic conclusion. Hold on. What was that? No, not what I wanted to do. Go back. Okay. Did that...
Power source from an ancient time.
I didn't... Is this ending? Did it only get 2 seasons? Hold on, to the interwebs I go. Resistance, only 2 seasons? Yeah. Huh. Okay. Well, that's... Okay, I'm thinking... I have 2 thoughts on that. Okay, either... Okay, that either means that they only had planned for 2 seasons, in which case that's fine. I just expected to have heard something about that sooner. So it either means that they planned to only have it run for 2 seasons, in which case, cool, they're going to get all their story in that they wanted to, or it means that the popularity of it was very, very poor, and they decided to cut their losses and only go with 2 seasons. I know that a lot of people have complained about Star Wars Resistance. I've got a couple of qualms with it myself, which I'll make another video for how I feel about Resistance in general. But overall, I enjoy it. I think that it's a fun show, but I know that I heard a lot of backlash about it, so... Well, I hope that they were planning on having only 2 seasons, and that it wasn't due to backlash that they ended up canceling it after 2. I'll have to look more into that. But I mean, at least they enjoy doing it. See, big beasties. Wait. Hold on. I just registered. What's that? Green. That's not... I can't tell what that is. It's not a lightsaber, I don't think. Maybe just... Oh, okay. Okay, never mind. I got excited. I thought it was a lightsaber. Not that we need Jedi in this. In fact, at this point, it would be kind of strange if they brought in Jedi. Okay, so it's a vibro axe, I think. I'm not that great with weapons. Okay, still looks cool. Is the thing a casino? It looks a lot like a casino. And quite the hut.
The resistance is proving to be stronger than we anticipated.
I got him.
We're good to go. Punch it!
Yeah, there's just so much going on, and it all looks very cool. Like, the explosions look very nice. This guy right here. Eep. I'm wondering at what point he's gonna show up, or if he shows up for more than just this little clip, because this should take place, like, immediately at the time of The Last Jedi, which means that Kylo Ren is pretty preoccupied with Rey, firstly, and also with hunting down the Resistance. And sure, a single Resistance spy on a station is important, but it is important enough to warrant his attention, because he's hunting down Leia and the big cell. So does he have the time or the... I mean, obviously he has the resources, But why would he be paying special attention to the station unless it's got some more importance that they haven't gone over yet? Interesting that they brought him in, because this also, if this particular section takes place after The Last Jedi, because Last Jedi only takes place within a couple days, I think. If this takes place after that, he is the supreme leader. He is in charge of all of the First Order. Okay. I mean, it's going to be interesting. Also, this is interesting here, this bit where it makes me wonder if he'd make her shoot herself. Because, like, you can tell that she is scared as heck, and I mean, reasonably so. This guy on the holoprojector just extended his hand, and you suddenly can't control your own. So, Star Wars Resistance. Okay. There's a lot going on in that trailer, and I'm sorry that this took a little while to go through, but I really wanted to break it down scene by scene and figure out what all was going on with it. But yeah, overall, I am very much looking forward to it. I will probably be posting reaction videos as I watch the upcoming season. They probably won't be this wordy, but I don't know. I've never done a reaction to a full episode of anything before, so I'll have to see how that goes. And it's in fall. It's August now, so we're coming up on the fall. Hopefully when we get an exact release date, I'll be able to plan out a little better when I'll be able to do the reactions to them. Goodness. Well, I don't have any more thoughts at the moment. Like I said, I'll see about maybe making a video where I talk about how I think about Star Wars Resistance as a whole. Because like I said, overall I enjoyed it. It's got some issues that I wish were addressed. But other than that, I can't think of anything more that I want to ramble about for now. So for now, I do hope that you all have a great day. Thank you for watching this reaction video. If you've got any questions, comments, concerns, confessions, feel free to leave them in the comment box below. If you've got anything that you'd like me to react to, feel free to send me a link to the video, and I will take a look. Once again, thank you so much for watching. May the Force be with you.